Shalom. Shalom, all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, also to the Akim, pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the world, and also to the speckled birds, or to the Israelite foreigners spread throughout the four corners of the world, but are actually of the seed line of Jacob. I say to you, Shalom. And really quick, the last few hours, this is the last few hours of the Shabbat. So Shabbat Shalom, and President Trump is going to start cleaning the house of the military. Basically, all the people in the military, who don't agree with him or support him, support his methods and his modus operandi of doing things, he's gonna get rid of them, apparently. And there was a man in history, basically there was a king in France called Robespierre. And in 1793, there was an event called the Reign of Terror, where he announced to the citizens of France that if you're not for me, you're against me. And he took out his wrath on the citizens of the people who weren't against him, and it was called the Reign of Terror, 1793. Look that up. And that reminds me of basically, 1893, 1993, about 200 and a quarter years later, here's Robespierre all over again. So if you're not military, people in the military are not for me, you're against me. And basically here we go again, because he knows there's people that really are not against him. Of course we know there are a lot of people, zealots that were for him, and there's some that were betrayed by him, and there's some who are still just loyal because it's still the only alternative maybe they feel they have left. But it's basically Isaiah 19:2, and so it shall turn Egyptian against Egyptian, and it's basically Roman citizen against Roman citizen. Whether it's Democrat or Republicans battling, conservative or liberals, city folk against the rural community, rural poor against rich Edomites. They're basically clashing heads. In this administration, more than any other administration that I have of any recent memory of being alive, and I'm 52 years old, so this is this is pretty remarkable stuff. And also, he knows that he's gonna have to get rid of the people who are against him in the military, because he knows that they will basically, because there was already a man who said we will not, a former officer, high ranking in the military, who said, I didn't pledge allegiance to any people or any person. I pledge allegiance to this country and its constitution. So he knows that people are gonna, there will be people in opposition to him in the military, and it's like it says, another prophecy coming to light, 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. There will be sedition amongst men. Basically, sedition, that means when people go against the government or go, and they will not regard their. It says they will not regard their princes or their kings. Basically, they will not regard their leadership, people in leadership. Mayors, governors, city council. In this case, the president, which is to be the king, would be the president right now, since we have no kings. This is a democracy, so republics, so we have no kings. It's not a monarchy. So, well, even though this person is trying to run it like he's a king, so these scriptures are coming to pass. They're lifting off of the paper, and it's an exciting time, and it's also a time where you have to think twice about where is your faith in the right place? Is it strong or is it secure? So that's all I have right now. Until next time, Shalom.